the grief of a mother and father. Edye and Tony Smith were joined by more than 1,000 friends and strangers to say goodbye to two young boys whose lives and deaths touched so many.
Chase and Colton were loved by children and adults alike. They were happy little guys. They were always the center of attention.
And they were today. Their favorite tune, the Barney song, sung in their memory.
You love me, we're a happy family.
Through the sorrow, Edye Smith and her mother spent part of the day speaking lightly of the past to ease the heavy burden of the future.
Last year for Christmas, he said all he wanted was 5 buffaloes. He said he wanted buffaloes, he wanted 5 ones. And we could never find one until we went on vacation just a few weeks ago, and we found a buffalo at the zoo, and we bought that, and that's in his coffin with him.
Memories and faith, says Edye, are her comfort.
And that's something that I try to remember a lot, and it helps me to stay strong, is to remember that I know they went to be with Jesus. And I know they're in heaven, and they're not going to have to go. And they're not going to have to live their life here with all the hatred and the crime. I know that I'm going to see them again someday. I mean, I know they're little angels, and they have little wings, and they're happy, and they're a lot better off now than they were here, even though the pain that we have to go through is tremendous.
At the funeral service conducted by the boys' grandfather, words of thanks.
We want to thank all of the firemen that are still working, sleeping 2-3 hours at a time maybe, and going back to work. Thank you.
Edye was hoping to meet a rescue worker who called to say he had tried unsuccessfully to save one of her sons.
He said he was working on him inside of the building, and then he had to leave him there. With the second bomb threat. So I don't know if he was alive for a little while, or if he was stuck. But I would like to talk to him, just to tell him thank you. He said the hardest thing he's ever had to do was to leave him there.
At the cemetery, the two met. Edye learned her youngest son, Colton, died about an hour after the blast. Edye says, in a way, she's comforted that Chase will now be able to watch over his younger brother forever.
He always watched out for him. You'd see him hugging and kissing on him, but always, he precious, and he's sweet. He's so cute. He'd always call him little buddy. Everything they did together.
Chase and Colton Smith were buried as they lived, together. With them, a stuffed buffalo and the tears of a nation. A very emotional day in Oklahoma City, with many more yet to come. I'm Bonnie Anderson, CNN, reporting live from Oklahoma City.